Nigeria Info.
And now, hard facts on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
All right, good evening to you once again. 8 minutes gone past the hour of hard facts on 92.3 Nigerian, and I'm yours really, Kalada Kurubata. And it's time for us to have, it's a report done by Sky News. And it's a report about Nigerians who are stranded in the UK, I beg your pardon. And they are stranded because they had people scam them, while they were trying to acquire their visas. So some of them got work visas and they got to the UK and realized that there were no jobs readily available for them. Think about the situation in the country. The first thing that we think about is, I just need to leave the country. Once I get on the other side, it's going to be better for me. It's going to be greener pastures. It's going to be, victory. But I hear things are not like that. As a matter of fact, I hear we might be getting things easy in this country, even if things are tough. We might be getting things easy in this country, even if things are tough. We might be getting it easy because over there, you know what? I've not tried. I've just let people who have traveled to the train. I've said two guests. Just give me so I make sure I get their portfolios very well. One is more is in the UK. Is studying, is working very soon. I hope he gets his citizenship there. But yeah, Godwin, more greetings to you. Good evening. Welcome on the show.
Yeah, good evening. Thank you very much.
I have a colleague of mine while I was at the other radio station. Those of you who know the other radio station, it was one of the people doing the shows that I later did. Is now a media researcher for the University of Oregon. He's a researcher about Emmanuel Maduneme. So you already know that name, right? Emmanuel, greetings to you. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you very much, God. I am much here.
All right, both of you. So I'm going to start with you, Godwin, because the UK is the country in the news. What is it like for Nigerians living in the UK, in the United Kingdom? Now, first of all, what do you make of that report where, people come in with, work visas, skilled work visas, and they get into the UK and realize that, there are no jobs as it has been advertised in Nigeria?
Well, I know about visas. We Africans, we don't search.
Okay.
I always say I did that by myself. Now, this is not me talking about agents. Yeah, there are genuine and there are agents. Yeah, but then we need to read what else you are using to make your travels. You should at the same time follow up with agents. Know what the agent is doing at every. So this work we know about this work review. Most agencies don't have, because what agencies does. The agencies they fill in space. They fill in space. They are exactly the work of agencies in this country. Like for instance. Let's say, for instance, a shift is supposed to be 7 staffs, and maybe 1 staff or 2 staff calls in sick, or they're not available to work as a day. So the agencies will have to provide 1 or 2 persons. Yeah. So most companies most agencies that provide CO at the end of the day, they will not have sufficient. If not, it works for everybody. It works for every part of the country. That's the whole when you sign this contract inside the company, there's nothing like agency, whether they're shift or at least they'll give you a minimum and maximum hours you should be able to work in a week. In a week, yeah, exactly.
Let me say, a lot of people get visas, especially from Nigeria, to work in the UK, usually get it through some of these agencies in the UK who are also, looking to make their money from vacant stations in various companies. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah,
and sometimes are not.
It's not that okay. You have a 40 hours shift a week.
Oh, interesting.
Because it's an agency filling spots for the permanent in case there is there is a short of something.
All right. Yeah. So I guess So what is this when we guys who are living in the UK, Nigerians living in the UK, we think guys do?
That's been is good in the UK. Cost of living and all. I stay in London.
Okay.
London. London has a high cost of living. Other part of England, other part of the UK. But generally, life is not as bad as other people paint it. But you have to be realistic. One thing with we Nigeria Africa is mind to what you to face. Yeah, just as a bank knows something that's very well in Nigeria before he left. He was a banker, driving nice car. You would really get those kind of jobs until you get there. So you have to open your mind to different.
When you open your mind, what do you mean? Are you saying
I'll get there. Don't worry.
Okay.
Your mind like you get readily anything available, just for before you can stand on your feet. That are readily available jobs, just like the carer, cleaning, kitchen porter, city jobs and all. So they get the I'm not this, I cannot do that, I cannot do that, because where you're coming from, your life, you understand me?
Yeah.
So you end up get frustrated, and at the end of the day, you'll be to fit your bills, and you understand. So sometimes we need to mind what we can fit. Of course, getting nice jobs here, at the meantime, for you to fit your for you to be able to pay your bills and stuff.
All right, then let's post you now. Let's get to Emmanuel. Emmanuel, I don't know what time it is in the US, so I'll just say greetings to you, but it's good to hear from you once again.
Yeah, thank you very much, Carter.
All right, so what is it like in the US, given the current situation we find ourselves where Nigerians are being stranded? Is it a similar thing in the United States, or do we have different results over there?
Yeah, thank you very much. So I would say, contrary to, well, not entirely contrary, but in some ways it's a bit different from what what people might experience in the UK or in Canada or anywhere else for that matter.
All right.
Because in the US, the United States is known as one of the countries with the most stringent immigration process. So you have a situation where people coming into the country are usually coming in with something going on for them, whether it is their education or it is a job that they've been able to secure, which happens, albeit it's quite rare, but and they're coming for one purpose, and then they think more attractive to them, able to switch paths. But overall, I think it's having realities around bits of those. There are those who came in, I think we will probably touch on this later on. But those who have no expectations, they just wanted to leave. And they are here and they are getting to find that there is they don't take advantage of. And for them, they are okay and they are striving, they are thriving as well. So that's why I said it is largely ambidextrous, because for some, higher expectations might defeat the expectations. For others, it's just going to the capitalist with them. Have it in Nigeria and say, ambidextrous. That's what ambivalence would be the word.
Right.
Can I answer the question?
Okay. Now, you've been in Nigeria for a while. I mean, you were born in Nigeria. What is the difference? You've just said the American capitalist society. What if we have government almost everything for us? Obviously, we had subsidies for almost everything. Look at them in Nigeria when you look at your time there in the US. What is the cultural difference? I don't know if you get the question. Because a lot of Nigerians, when they leave the country, they just believe there is greener pasture in the US or the UK or Canada or any of the countries that they go to. Is that the situation?
The biggest difference, if I think in one meta theme, is Nigeria, people are trying to effect levels on certain causes. Getting the outcome that they anticipate from affecting those causes. And this cuts across all aspects of life.